Beard game is strong right now. I don't know if you noticed. Kind of coming in nicely. If I must say so myself, I'm not much of a beard connoisseur, but if I could say something, I would say this beard is getting there. But anyways, what's up guys? Chris here, and I'm going to cover what supplements I use as I diet down for the Arnold. I've gotten asked this question a couple of times, so I figured I'd just make a video and get it all out there. Okay. I wake up usually every morning with a thermogenic. This is a fat burner. This is called jet fuel. It's made by GAINZ. Basically, all fat burners do the exact same thing. There's no real difference between them. It's just the different companies, of course. Whatever company you choose to go with, you can go with. It doesn't matter to me. I feel that a fat burner is a fat burner regardless. Of course, you have your different outliers, of course, but in essence, you're going to get the same effect, so to speak. So, what this says it does, it's Jet Fuel Super System Max 4-part thermogenic system. Maximizes calorie burning, intensity, and energy. Breaks down body fat, which is ultimately what I'm trying to do with this. Enhance alertness and optimize absorption. Okay, I use this 30 minutes before my fasted cardio. Well, actually, I take it right before my fasted cardio. 30 minutes before my meal if I'm not doing fasted cardio that morning, and I push that to the afternoon. And I take it 30 minutes before meal number 2, usually, depending on when that follows. If you've been following my day log, you know that I don't really follow a set schedule as far as meals go. I don't find it necessary. It's a huge myth that you get to eat 8 times a day. Okay, I follow that up with my meal 1, men's 1 a day. Okay, I know that if you get the GNC brand, you have to take, I believe, 2 twice a day. I'm too forgetful for that. I like men's 1 a day because I only have to take 1, and I pretty much have everything taken care of. I like it. I feel that it works for me. I haven't seen any side effects or anything crazy going on, like a horn growing out of my head or anything. So it works for me. And I usually take that with vitamin D3. Now, vitamin D3 you usually get from the sun. But since we don't spend as much time in the sun as we should, I supplement vitamin D3. And it's very good for you. It regulates, I don't know if you know this or not, but vitamin D regulates your immune system. So it helps with your immune system a lot. And it also builds strong bones. It's good for your skin too. So, at nighttime, before I cover that, let's go. Omega-3s. Now, the same thing with my fat burner. It doesn't matter what company you use. Some people love to use different companies. I use just any company that I see on the shelf that looks cool. I like the red bottle, so I got this one. Omega-3s are great for your body. There's so many health benefits, it's ridiculous. So I do take my omega-3s in the morning. Going into a workout, I start with some L-glutamine. L-glutamine. Mean mine. It promotes protein metabolism, supports exercise recovery. Now, if you don't know this, your insulin levels can spike purely off of protein. They do spike off of protein. Protein synthesis occurs all day long. So when you after a workout, of course, intaking carbs is vital. It's not as vital as intaking a protein because protein is going to spike your insulin a lot more. Dr. Lane Norton covers this so well. I don't know if you know who that is, but look up some of his stuff. He's a phenomenal guy, PhD. He knows his stuff. So I take L-glutamine before my workouts, and I usually take it after my workouts. Sometimes I'll forget after. But I just wanted to show you that. Before my workouts, I take some Explode. Now, there's all types of pre-workouts out there. Jacked, Cellucor, Pre. So there's so many pre-workouts out there. It doesn't really matter. Most of them are the same, except for the nitric oxide in some, and there's lack of nitric oxide in others. I prefer Explode. It's the first one I ever ever took when I first started lifting. So I usually go back to this and cycle off and on depending on how I feel when I'm on it. But rule of thumb, never take a pre-workout and a fat burner together. That's so much caffeine. It's the caffeine overload in your system. I'm not saying I've done this before, but just a little bit of advice. Never put these two together. You'll be sweating before you get to the gym, and then if you try to work out, you're going to almost pass out. So, it's a little rule of thumb for you. Okay, and I have creatine. Now, I use creatine monohydrate. Of course, there's different types of creatine out there. I love my creatine monohydrate. Now, there's some guys that believe that you shouldn't take creatine, especially when it goes to cutting, but yeah, I don't find any problem with it. You just want to make sure that if you're taking creatine, you're drinking a lot of water. Now, right now, I'm drinking probably about 1.5 gallons, and I love water. So, just make sure that you're drinking a lot of water with creatine. That's a given. You want to make sure that you're getting a lot of water in with that. Okay, and protein powder. Now, I discussed this in a recent video in one of my logs, my video logs, that I use Walmart protein. Now, unless you're using a protein isolate, which is in essence just pure protein, little to no carbs. There's some that have carbs in them a little bit, but little to no carbs and zero fat. To me, protein's protein, and it doesn't really matter. I mean, of course, the richer grades, the more expensive grades you can buy, you're going to probably get a lot higher grade of protein. But at the end of the day, protein's protein. So I prefer Walmart brand. I don't think it's Walmart brand, but it's Body Fortress from Walmart. It's cheap and it works. And whatever works, why go somewhere else? Now, I'm not saying that this is the only protein I use. I do use other proteins, Synth-6. I love Synth-6. Cellucor makes a good birthday cake protein. I don't know if you ever tried that. The reason why I can't use that is because if I ate birthday cake protein, or I drank birthday cake protein, I would want birthday cake all day long. And that's all I could think about is birthday cake. So I tend to go with something less birthday cake-ish and use this. Now, I believe that's everything. Yep, that's everything. Oh, I forgot BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. Now, I do use branched chain amino acids. When do I use them? Depends. I use them usually if I'm going into a cardio session after a workout or before. I'll drink a little bit just to help my body a little bit. I also usually, depending on the workout, depending on how I feel going into the workout, I may incorporate a Gatorade in there. If not a Gatorade, then dextrose. All dextrose is basically a simple sugar. So it's going to pass right to the digestive tract and right into the small intestines and start to be absorbed in the body and used readily. Now, I usually mix that with my BCAAs. But if I'm having a good day and I feel good going into the gym, then I don't even worry about that. I feel that involving a Gatorade in my workouts tends to just help me psychologically. So let's say there's a day, because everybody has these days, they get up and they don't want to go to the gym. And if I can be like, okay, well, if you go to the gym today, you get a Gatorade. It's a little incentive. So I think it's more psychological than anything for me. Just to say, okay, you don't feel like going to the gym, but you get a Gatorade if you do. So it kind of helps with that aspect. And of course, it provides a little energy during the workouts. And of course, the workouts can get very strenuous. Okay, now, none of these supplements is going to get you to where you need to be. They may help very little, but if you don't have a good diet, if you're not counting your macros, and if you're not working out hard and doing the things that you have to do, you're not going to reach your expectations or where you feel that you should be. Supplements, it's like a building block, okay? Here at the bottom you have the calories and the food and the things that you need to do, the water that you need to drink, the fiber that you need to get in. And then, of course, as you go up the ladder, you have your supplements, which are very minute when it comes to the bigger picture. And we're looking at overall picture here. We want to make sure that we're very healthy before we even start considering supplements. I know that a lot of people, they put a lot of thought into what supplements they're going to take, but they don't put a lot of thought into how they're eating, their habits, which those two things alone, if you put a lot of thought into those two, is going to change you a lot faster than what supplements that you take. That's my little advice on that. I hope you liked the video. I hope you got something from this. Thank you for watching. And if there's any other questions that you have, just go ahead and you can either comment below or you can just send me a message directly. All right? Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.